Welcome back, everyone. This is Dark Silence from Dark Silence Reviews, coming at you with a quick little tips and hints walkthrough guide for where to go once you get to the first step. If you're just barely starting the game, I wanted to do something for some of the newer players, so this way you don't feel as lost. First things first, I'm going to get you up to the main gate. The main gate's going to be way over here, so just follow along with me and get every site that you possibly can. Obviously, you're starting off with the first site right here, or the first step. Make sure to always collect those things. Avoid the boss to the right of you. You're going to see a church off in the distance right here. Make sure you go straight to this church, as it is a very good place to start off with, especially since it gives you the bell of spirit calling, which is going to allow you to summon certain spirits and certain things. This is going to be your first shop. Make sure to buy and come here often to buy certain things. This is going to be the blacksmith, the smithing table. You can strengthen all your armor and weapons to a higher level using souls and materials you find throughout the game. This is a gray site. Make sure to always grab these if possible. If you have to, make sure to run straight to the gray site. Even if you have a death, just make sure you grab the gray site so that this way you don't have to worry about dying from somewhere else. From here, you're going to want to kind of just go straight out from this area. Remember, you're going to be at the Church of Allah from this point, and you're going to want to go through these woods here. I want to also make sure that you understand that exploration is key in this game, and hopefully you farm materials and collect to your heart's content and get as many items as you possibly can. There's going to be some pretty strong enemies, and your first boss is actually going to be right here by this cave. You'll know you're in the right spot because this guy right here will be kind of just sitting there looking at rubble. Here on the map you can see it's called the Groveside Cave. Don't miss this area. This is going to be the one of the cooler bosses in my opinion. There's a couple wolves and stuff down there, and it's a nice little easy cave to start off in. It'll give you some perspective on where to grind and what to kill out in certain areas. Another good little tip: if you're having trouble, go to that gray site and keep on killing this guy over and over again, or whatever enemies you can kill over and over again until you run out of flask, and then just head back to the gray site. That's called essentially farming. To farm for XP and stuff that way. From this area, if you don't want to actually get in battles and stuff, and you just want to head in a certain direction to fight your super main boss and everything, you're just gonna want to kind of avoid all the enemies and hug the left side of the area right here. Make sure to pick up the map, which is going to be right here in this area. This is the final gray site that I'm going to get you through. I'll get you actually to the first boss. I was going to cut it off here, but maybe I'll do 2 sections or segments. I just want to make sure I get all the tips and hints out there, so that this way you don't feel so lost. From here, you're going to want to grab this right here. It's going to be your map. All of these little things that are lit up like that are going to have maps for you. So make sure to grab those whenever you're traveling anywhere, because they'll uncover big pieces of the map. From here, you're gonna want to go straight up this way. You can essentially fight this boss and grind. This is like a mini boss, but it's actually just an enemy. He might be pretty strong and really good practice for some of the harder areas in the game. But you could skip it all and just keep on going straight up to the main area over here. This is gonna get you to Margit, I believe. The first boss. Make sure to collect these. These are going to be seeds, and they're going to be used to actually enhance your flask, which are essentially your health. So hopefully that helps out too. Whenever you see one of those trees, just pick up the seeds, and it'll do you wonders because you get more flasks that way, and it'll help you with health and magic or whatever your class may be. There is a shack over to the right, I believe, pretty soon, but we just kind of skipped all of that. This is just going up to the first main boss so that you know exactly where to go. Hopefully it's not too fast-paced for you. Just follow along with me and I'll get you the first spot. You might want to watch this area because they do hit pretty hard, especially at the beginning. Even me at a high level here, they're just kind of demolishing me a little bit. Not so much demolishing, but knocking me around. At a lower level, it's going to be quite a pain. So you're going to want to head up to the left side right there and around to sneak past them. I'll show you the exact area. You're going to want to go up and around this way over here. Hug the right side of the woods this way, so this way you don't have to worry. Or you can just run and gun it like myself and then run up to the first site right here. This is going to be one of the toughest battles you've faced so far, so bear that in mind. When you rest at certain sites, you'll be able to talk to certain people. You get your horse at the first site below, which is the gate, and you'll actually start talking to this girl named Melina, and she'll fill you in on more stuff and give you your horse and all kinds of other really neat things. There's going to be quite a few things that you can do in this menu. You can add your charge, which is the golden seeds that you need to make more flask, and then whenever you find the tiers, usually at every church there's a tier, it'll actually give you more health and FP per like everyone used. Right here in the other area, it's to locate flask and stuff, so you can kind of like mix and match with however many you want. So that's covering that. In order to put spells in certain areas, if you're a mage, you're gonna go to memorize spells here, and this is where you're gonna set all your spells up depending on what you want to put in this section, and it's always at this site. Obviously there's an extra side for the chest over here. You just need to like make sure you know what you're putting in there and stuff, and that should help you quite a bit. The Great Ruins are covered in another one of my guides, so you'll check that out also. The Ashes of War can be applied to certain weapons, which will also help you out in battle, depending on if you want to use skills and stuff. Whenever you see the grave menu, like site on the side of your, there's like a little gravestone that shows up on the side right there of your thing. You'll be able to like summon spirits and stuff and all kinds of other things. You have a sub menu over here. Make sure to like use this to your advantage also. I would recommend putting like your steed or a really good summon that you use all the time, whether it be wolves or whatever. This way you have something helping you against certain enemies. It actually does a lot of wonders. You can put anything else you want in there, like power-ups or something. This is going to be the gesture section, so you can just kind of like push the pause or back button in between in order to like gesture. This will be for multiplayer. You're gonna use the Furrow Calling Finger Remedy for multiplayer, and then this one is to like sever the ties with whoever you call in and vice versa, and that'll help you with that. All the rest of these are acquired over time. The rest of them get explained to you per every single little thing. This Tarnished Furrowed Finger is to start setting down your own call sign in order to go into cooperative multiplayer, and this one is to invade people. So that about covers a lot of it. And just always remember, whenever you're gonna quit the game, not to just dashboard it or push the menu. You always want to go to the system and then you want to go to quit game. I would highly recommend always sitting at a gray site like so, and then just quitting the game out from there, and then you can dashboard the game, because it's real delicate when it comes to stuff like that, especially like with corruption. It does have it does run the risk of corrupting your files. So hopefully these tips helped you out. If I missed anything, I apologize. I'm just trying to give you a couple little hints on like as much as I can to get you out the gate and into the first boss, and just the first areas in general. Anyhow, if this guide helped you out, if you're a new player, you know, enjoy the game, happy gaming. Remember that you can explore literally anywhere on this map. Always remember that the whole map is open to you entirely, and you should be able to go wherever you want except for this area to the top. I would stick to this continent starting out. Like this one right here is for like newer players. For the next area, you're probably going to go up this way. I have other guides up for that. You can check those out. Hopefully I help you along the way, and this made it a little bit less stressful and more helpful for you, so this way you don't have to worry about anything too hard. Anyhow, once again, please like, share, follow, subscribe if this guide helped you out. Happy gaming, everyone, and I'll see you on the next guide.